have this random memory that for some reason just sticks out in my brain. I can't quite remember who it was, but it was someone on YouTube making a video. I was pretty young. I was probably like, I don't know, middle school, early high school. It was a makeup person. I want to say it was like Michelle Phan or something, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so I'm not claiming that it was or anything, but it was a makeup person, someone really pretty, talking about their insecurities, like their physical insecurities, and I specifically remember she turned to the side and she was like, I have this huge insecurity about my forehead because when you turn to the side, like most people's foreheads are flat and mine like goes like out a little bit like this. And I just was like, this girl is so gorgeous. Like I would do anything to look like her, and she's out here complaining that her forehead has like isn't like flat, which is just so random and something that I would never think of myself, like something I would never notice. And it's just like stuck in my brain so much that like even the people that you look at that you think are so gorgeous, they all have insecurities. Even if there's something that you might think is stupid, it's still like a very real feeling. And every person, I mean, I guess I'll say like every girl I've ever known has had at least something that they're insecure about, that they've, you know, been vocal about. And I think that's kind of interesting and kind of sad, but just kind of how it is. If anybody knows what that's from, the forehead thing, let me know. I feel like it was some like OG makeup YouTuber from back in the day, but I don't remember. Maybe I honestly just made that up. I have no idea. I don't think I would ever be able to find it if I tried to like search for it. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to like open up a little bit about my own insecurities, I guess, just because like, I don't know, for some reason I kind of appreciate when other people open up about theirs. Like it just makes everyone feel a whole lot more like human, I guess. But at the same time, like I'm kind of hesitant about making this video. I definitely don't want it to sound like I'm like fishing for compliments or for like validation of like, no, it's fine, like that's totally fine. Okay, I hope that it doesn't come off that way because that's just kind of like cringe. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to talk about some of these things. I have a lot of insecurities. I don't know if I'm gonna get to all of them right now, but I'll talk about my like biggest ones. And I'll also talk about some things that I'm not insecure about, just to balance it out. I'll just start with my biggest one. This is actually a few different ones, but it's all kind of the same area. My mouth. I hate my mouth, and more specifically, I hate my smile. The way that like I have like really big gums, or I don't know if they're big, but they just like, they show a lot when I smile, to the point where I don't know, I don't like the way it looks very much. And I'm someone who like, my life kind of revolves around like smiling and laughing and like humor and that kind of thing, and to have an ugly smile just kind of sucks. Actually, for a pretty long time in my life, like I don't remember when I started doing this, maybe like middle school or high school, and I did this like through college. I would whenever I would laugh at something, I would cover my mouth. There's a bunch of cat hair in my face for some reason. I don't really do that anymore, but on camera, when I'm talking to you guys, like I kind of don't smile fully, if that makes sense. Like I'm smiling right now, but I'm not like doing my like full smile, I guess. But honestly, like when I'm talking to someone in real life, I don't really like think about it anymore. I definitely used to, as I said, like I would always cover my mouth when I would laugh or smile too big. It's definitely something about my appearance that I don't like. I've always found myself more aesthetically drawn to faces with big teeth and just like big like toothy smiles. Like if you guys know who the singer Christina Perri is, she has this like really big smile, and I think she's like so stunning. And maybe that stems from my own insecurity about my own smile. I don't know. Going off that, I don't really like the sound of my laugh. I think it's kind of cringy. when I hear it back, like on camera, I'll cut out like a clip of me laughing really hard because I think it kind of is not the best laugh. Like, you know, when you hear someone's laugh, even if you don't even see their face, some people have kind of an attractive laugh. Like, you hear their laugh and you're like, they sound kind of hot. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone but me. I swear, I'll try to find an example of it and put it in somewhere. I swear there's some people that have like just really nice laughs. I wish I had a nice laugh. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I'm gonna laugh anyway. I'm the type of person that loves laughing, but at the same time, like, I would love to have a really like attractive laugh. I would never shut up if I did. I would just laugh all the time at everything. Okay, so I've talked before about wanting to get lip injections, lip filler, and that is kind of because I have like a really thin top lip and my bottom lip is bigger. I would probably only get the filler in my top lip just so that this like matches, if that makes sense. And I also feel like filler might help with the gum problem. Like, maybe if I had a really thick top lip, it would cover more of that, like that really like big chunk of gum that I have right here when I smile. Having a thin upper lip isn't a huge insecurity of mine, but at the same time, like, it would be nice to have lips that are more like matching, like on the top and bottom, if that makes sense. I've always been pretty insecure about my voice. These days, definitely not as much, because I don't know, kind of like talking to a camera all the time and just kind of getting used to hearing my voice back to me in editing kind of just like forced me to get used to my voice, if that makes sense. That's honestly an interesting thing. Like, I could talk way more in depth about this, but if you're like kind of insecure, making videos and editing them and just kind of getting used to how you look and how you talk and how you speak is like a really good way to kind of get over that. I don't know why, like, you would think it would be the opposite, but you kind of just like get used to the way that you are. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, I used to really hate my voice. I kind of have like a deep voice. I don't really mind having a deep voice. I just don't think I have a very like attractive voice. That's something that I used to be a lot more worried about when I was younger, and it kind of faded away as time went on. Let's talk about my acne, because I know everyone is waiting for me to say something about that. Probably, I don't know. That is actually something that I'm not insecure about. Not really. I don't cover it up in videos. I don't really cover it up in real life. I only wear like full glam, like foundation and, you know, face makeup when I'm doing like a makeup tutorial, or I'm doing a photo shoot, or I'm going out to like a concert or like a club or bar or whatever, which obviously I haven't done in a while. It's quarantine. But I don't cover up my acne very much. I think the reason for this is because, so I never struggled with acne when I was younger, like in middle school or high school really. Like, I always had pretty clear skin. I've only really had acne the last couple years of my life. So it's not like a deep-rooted insecurity, if that makes sense. Like, if this is something that you've struggled with for your whole life, I could definitely understand being really sensitive to it and really like kind of insecure, because it's like something you were always worried about. I don't know, maybe people said things about it to you, maybe you always worried what people thought about it, I don't know. But for me, I kind of see it as a temporary thing, and I'm just not that worried about it. I also, maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think that acne is like that horrible. When I look at someone with acne, it doesn't necessarily take away from their overall beauty, if that makes sense. Like, if they're really pretty and they have acne on their face, I'm not gonna think that they're less pretty, if that makes sense. I don't think it makes them ugly. Like, when I was in middle school, I specifically remember the girl in my class that I thought was the most attractive had a lot of acne, and I still thought she was the most attractive girl in my class. That's a random example, but I was just like thinking about that. I swear, like, as time goes on, the standard of beauty is getting more geared towards like perfection. You see these like Instagram brows that are like perfect brows. The whole like Instagram look is kind of like this like really perfect look, Instagram model look, Instagram baddie, whatever it is. Maybe that's just in right now, or maybe things have been slowly getting to that point and they're only gonna get worse. I hope not. But I swear the standard of beauty is perfect skin, perfect jawline, perfect eyebrows, like everything is just flawless. And I don't think that's right, because I just don't. Maybe it's a personal like aesthetic preference, because I kind of like the look of like messy hair and like, you know, like day old makeup or something. Like I kind of like that messy look. I kind of think it's like kind of sexy. Basically the point is I don't mind acne, and I don't think there should be such a harsh beauty standard against it. Everybody gets acne now and then, and well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people get acne on and off, and I feel like, especially because it's a temporary thing, I just feel like it's not a big deal, and it shouldn't be like a big deal. If you have acne, like, don't worry about it, basically. In my opinion, you don't need to. I guess when you look at someone like me, where I'm wearing like full eye makeup, I guess, and I'm not wearing like anything to cover my acne, it's kind of like jarring. Like, it's not really something you expect to see. But I don't know, I feel like it's natural to not have perfect skin, and I would really like it if it became more of like a normal thing to see, because I mean, we don't really expect men to cover up their acne. I mean, not to turn this into a gender thing, but like, I'm just saying, I think it should be acceptable to like show off like perfect skin. Okay, I have under eye bags, like really bad under eye bags. I don't know if you can tell because I always film in front of a window or a ring light, so I have a lot of light in my face. And even when I wear a ton of concealer, if I'm in the wrong light, if I'm in the wrong shadow, in pictures, like they're just so intense. It's not like that big of a deal to me, but it's something that I always notice about myself in like pictures and stuff. Okay, so the way my body is, I have long legs and a short torso, which is great for my legs. Like, congrats on being long legs, but my torso is kind of... I've seen a lot of people with like long torsos, and they have kind of more of a natural hourglass figure because there's like room for it, because they have like a long torso. My torso just doesn't really have room to be like shaped nicely. Like, I've never thought I look good in crop tops and like low-rise pants, which is like my favorite look. Some people can pull that off really well. Wish I looked better in crop tops. If I want to like wear that look for a picture or something, I know pretty much exactly how to pose and how to make it look the way I want it to. Like how to wear clothes, for example. Maybe I could show you. See, this bikini looks kind of awkward. Like, I mean, it doesn't look awkward, honestly, like, it looks fine, but if I want it to look the way that I want it to, like, instead of wearing it like this, where it just kind of looks like, emphasizes my, like, short torso that's, like, not really curvy, all I have to do is just pull it up like this and pose like this, and as you can see, like, it automatically changes my body shape just from like that, if that makes sense. Something I used to be insecure about when I was younger is I've always been a small-chested person. I never really had boobs. Like, I have them, but they're just really small. I used to be worried about that when I was younger. Like, when I was in high school, I would wear like, these like huge push-up bras with like so much padding. As I got older, that faded away from me. I like really appreciate having a small chest, honestly. Maybe this is kind of a weird thing to say, but sometimes I just feel like on the days that I wake up feeling a little bit more masculine, I guess, I really appreciate having a small chest and just being able to cover it up really easily with a big t-shirt or sweatshirt or whatever. This is a bit of an afterthought I just thought of while reviewing some of the footage. I didn't mention at all my scars. I have like scars on my arms and my legs from self-harm, and for some reason I'm just like not really insecure about them. I don't know why. Like, in the summer I'm perfectly comfortable like wearing, you know, shorts, tank top, bikini, whatever. Like, I just don't really care about those. I mean, I definitely like care about them if I'm around someone that might like question me about them, because I don't really love like talking about them, but at the same time, like, strangers seeing them means absolutely nothing to me. They can think whatever they want about them, and to be completely honest with you, I don't think they even like, despite the connotation being kind of negative, I don't think that they like physically look bad, because I kind of like stuff like that. For example, like I actually have a lot of stretch marks. I won't really show you, they're kind of like on like my butt and like places that I shouldn't just like show to the camera, but I do have a lot of stretch marks actually, and I really never minded them. Like I kind of like weird like lines and like, I don't know, things that I can like feel texture on, like I really don't mind at all. Like I don't know, that's probably just a personal thing. Yeah, it's probably just a personal preference. There's probably people out there who like hate marks and they want like perfect skin everywhere on their body. I'm not one of those people, so yeah. So yeah, I think I pretty much mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. Everyone has insecurities, and no matter how many you have, I'm sure you have something that someone else like wishes they had. If you happen to have a nice smile, I am extremely jealous of you. I know that like it's just the reality that in our world, like physical appearance is kind of a thing, like a big thing. People definitely like make judgments based on physical appearance, like whether conscious or unconscious, they just do. They definitely like really notice physical appearance. That's just how it is. For most people, I guess. I'm a full supporter of the right to be ugly. Like, I think people should be allowed to go out, you know, looking like shit, no makeup, messy hair, and not feel bad about it and not have to feel like weird about it. Something that I've also noticed is the older I get, kind of the less insecurities I have. Like, if you had asked me to make a list of all of my insecurities when I was in, I don't know, middle school, I'm sure it would have been like this long. And then maybe high school would have been like this, and college maybe like this, and now it's like this. Maybe that's just me, but like I feel like I kind of just grow out of some of these things and learn to accept them. And so yeah, that gives me hope at least for the future. But I do think that like if you have an insecurity that's fixable with something simple like a little filler somewhere, then like I don't really see anything wrong with getting what you need to like feel comfortable with yourself, because at the end of the day, like it's just appearance. Like you can, in my opinion, like you should be able to mess with it. There's no shame in that. You can't choose how you look naturally, so you should be allowed to like change it if the technology is there. That's my personal opinion. And I overall like don't put that much value in appearance. I don't care if you stuck with your natural appearance or if you're completely like plastic. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just a body, you know what I mean? I just wanted to open up to you guys a little bit and tell you that. So yeah, I hope everyone is having a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.